Don't sell AI agents, sell AI adoption. Now you might be thinking, everyone's telling me, Andrew, to sell AI agents. That's because they don't know what they're talking about. And if they are selling AI agents directly to companies, 99.9% of the time, they're really small companies, under 10 people. The real players in this space actually sell AI adoption first, because when you actually know how businesses transform with AI, AI adoption is significantly more important than any single AI agent. Now, once you have adoption, you can then go and sell them all the AI agents you want. But before agents, adoption has to happen. So in this video, we're going to be running through step by step exactly how you get adoption within a company and kind of what that means. And we're going to bundle them kind of all together. All right. So when it comes to AI adoption within companies and traditional businesses in general, we are basically at the very start, okay? So right now, there is almost no businesses looking like this in this world, right? Very, very few, like you basically count them on one hand. The vast majority are just normal traditional businesses, and they are trying to figure out how they become AI businesses, right? This is where everyone is. Now, right now, the smart people are going in as consultants and actually auditing these businesses to pull out exactly where AI can help them specifically. Now, I've discussed this in many other videos on my channel, so please go ahead and review them if you want to know exactly how to run an AI audit. But once you've run an AI audit, you will have a list of things that need doing, right? And these are called implementations, right? Now, the thing about implementations that most people don't discuss, especially on YouTube, and candidly, it's because they just don't know, because they haven't done it, is the fact they think all these are workflows. That's what everyone thinks. They think you pull out 5, 10 workflows, and then you go to the business and you go, hey, we've run the audit for you. You're going to adopt these workflows here, and they're going to make your business more money, right? High level, totally true. Like, I get it. There is one key point that everyone is missing and just not talking about. It's one word: people. When you actually go into a real traditional business with, 30, 50, 100, 200, 500 people within it, there is a lot of people within that organization who are scared, okay? They are terrified that AI is coming for their job. And rightly so, okay? The really good AI consultants and businesses that are adopting AI need to ensure that their people are taken care of, and they do that with layers of adoption within this process and this process. So what does that look like, okay? So first thing is empowerment, okay? They're going to empower their staff to go from being human like this to being superhuman. So Janice, the secretary now, she's got a little cape on here, right? And she's got an S in the middle, and she's now a superhuman admin assistant. Because what they want to empower their staff to do is to say, hey, you're here, your job's safe. We're now just going to scale this company, and you have the ability to get rid of a load of the tasks you hate, and we're going to help you achieve that with the adoption of these AI agents and these workflows. We're going to transition you from being a human to being a superhuman. And now Janice has 10x the output, okay? 10x of what they did previously. So what this actually comes down to, in simplest forms, is education, training and education. Because all of us in the AI space, all of us who are AI curious right now, have used AI, whether it just be something as simple as ChatGPT, I would deem is AI native. We have a good enough understanding of what AI can do. We might not be able to do everything, but we're curious enough and we're AI native enough that we can basically get a result. 99% of people, they are absolutely not AI native. So you've got these businesses that are full of people who don't use these tools at all because it's just not part, it's not in their world. This is not the world they live in, okay? They live in the normal world. So when you bring this in, that's where the scared mentality comes from. So when it comes to adoption, there has to be a lot of education. What we're doing is we are showing these individuals how if they use AI, right, to become those superhumans, okay, that their job, their life is going to get better. Their job is going to get better. And they and the business will both be happier, okay? Because they do less stuff they hate on the day-to-day basis. So when it comes to education and training, there's many ways you can do this. The way I like to do this is through a series of incrementally harder tasks where you allow people to acclimate to AI and AI agents and AI tools and what it's capable of and how it can help them, okay? This is the way I like to personally do it. When someone comes in, we'll have like say step one, and this will just be purely learning, right? Just purely like, hey, watch videos, learn about the stuff, see what it can do, right? We then, step two, would say introduce them to something like ChatGPT, okay? And we'd say, hey, go in here, start asking it questions, start getting it to see if it can help you do a task, okay? So you might have to do data entry, you might have to do data analysis would be a great one, okay? So we get it to help them do a basic task. Step three would be we get them then to build a GPT for themselves, just a very simple GPT where they can consistently use it to help them with this task, and it's simple. We then would get them to actually start improving it, okay? So making it better. So when it breaks, when it doesn't give them the output, just teaching them how they can improve it and tweak it and change it. And then number 5 would be making something custom. We'll walk them step by step through it, through something like N8N, right? Now this obviously isn't gonna be for like every single department and whatnot, right? But like, this is like a really good educational roadmap. So the person goes from here, right, to here. And what's gonna happen is they're gonna go from being unhappy here to being happy here. They're gonna see how AI can genuinely start making their job and their life better. When you put together systems like this to give AI education, AI understanding, this is one of the core parts with bigger companies, how you get real adoption within a business at scale. You build this system where you allow someone to come in who is scared, uncertain, doesn't want to do it, probably wants to hinder it as best it can, and you push them through a systematic approach where you give them training, education, learning, and you get them to the point of adopting AI into their day-to-day life. Once you have done this, once you have got staff on board and everyone sees the vision for this company, AI Future, their future within it, it gets exponentially easier when you have people coming in and you go, hey, there's these 10, 15, 20 workflows that we want to implement to make these systems better. It makes it exponentially easier for people to be totally on board with that roadmap for the business because they can now see their future within it, so they aren't scared about being replaced. This is the main component that people miss when it comes to selling AI, selling automation, selling into companies. It's not about the CEOs or the C-suite or whoever it is. It's about the people that do the work. If you think that a business is the C-suite, you couldn't be further from the truth. The reality is a business is all the people actually doing the work. The C-suite work for the people. This is what most people don't understand who've never ran businesses. I've run large companies, and trust me, you are working for them. You need them to do tasks, so you need to help them as much as you can. And AI education, adoption, learning, getting ahead of the curve is going to be the most important thing, not only for you and growing your AI business and whether you're doing AI consulting, automation, whatever that looks like, but going into these companies and actually getting them to listen to you, take your advice, and ultimately get the results they want. They came to you, you did an audit, right? You've done some implementation, you've given recommendations, but maybe the adoption wasn't there. And that 99 out of 100 times is because you didn't get adoption from the people because there was not a process. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Smash that subscribe button if you did, and I will see you in the next one.